Hello, welcome to Craft Little Things. I'm Andrea and Happy New Year. This is probably going to be the first of my projects that's going to appear on my channel this year and on my blog, and it's part of a blog hop team that I'm part of now with the Joy of Sets. We're going to have a blog hop every month, and we're going to have a theme, and that's going to be chosen by a tic-tac-toe style challenge. If you're not sure what that is, it's where you have 9 blocks and each one has something in them. So for instance, this month it was chosen by Fiona, and the 9 blocks are sort of silver, twine, die cut, birthday circle, floral, ribbon, blue and bling, and you choose a row, and that whatever you make has to have those 3 elements in it. So I'm choosing birthday circle and floral for my card today. And then I get to choose February's blocks, so it'll be great fun. It's going to launch sort of the beginning of the month each month on our blogs, and everyone's going to be linked together. And then obviously I'll be doing a video. Some of the others will probably do videos as well. You can use any products with Joy Sets, and so I'm going really retro today with some stuff that you probably saw in a haul recently. Mixed up with some other stuff. I think nearly everything I've used, I have used a few Stampin' Up bits, but they're retired. But I've also used mainly Dovecraft, some old school stuff. So I'm going to just show you what I did. First of all, I bought these, this set, well, I bought a few of them actually, of 6x6 cards and envelopes for £1. There's a 12 pack of cards and envelopes in the different colours. This is one of the colourways that I got. And what I've done is I've just cut my 6x6 down to a 4x4, and then I've used in this gorgeous pink colour, and then I've used the leftover to create my other elements. Obviously I'd have to cut down the envelope as well, but with it being a 6x6 that would be really easy to do. And then I've used a piece of this paper, which is also from a Dovecraft paper stack. Where have I put it? Oh, it's there, right in front of me. Which is this one, which was Sweet Moments. This is an 8x8 paper pack, 36 sheets, and this was £1 as well on Dovecraft's £1. This is a real bargain card. So I've used a piece of that gorgeous floral to keep with the theme, which I'm going to put on top of that little 4x4. Then I'm using a retired Stampin' Up doily, and knowing me, I've got about 6 stuck together there, and that's just going to go on there. And then I've used the Starburst Punch from Stampin' Up, and like I said, used some of the cut off card. And then I've used this little Sweet Moments by Dovecraft stamp set and die set, and I've cut out a little die, and I've stamped using Flirty Flamingo ink from Stampin' Up on there, just happy birthday. And I've used some retired Stampin' Up ribbon with a silver thread running through the middle. I've tied a little bow using a bow maker, and I'm going to stick that across there, and that's going to be my little contribution to the blog hop. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see better what I'm using, and I'm just going to assemble it now. So I'm going to use some Tombow, and I'm just going to put that onto the back of the card. But first of all, I'm going to assemble my other elements because I want my ribbon to run around the back of that. So unusually, I'm going to assemble the whole of my topper before I attach it to my card. And I just glue in the middle of my doily because I quite like a bit of dimension going on, so I don't mind my doily sticking out a little bit. I'm pretty sure there'll be more than one there because there always is. I usually end up with about, yeah, there is. I normally end up with about 6 stuck together, and then I wonder why they didn't last me very long. These are retired, but I have tons of them left. And then this piece I'm going to attach with a dimensional. I might attach it with a couple actually because it's quite a big piece. still got remnants of my pre-Christmas cold going on. Hope most of you have survived Christmas in good health. My sister had a heart attack just before Christmas, so she's been in hospital, so it's been a bit unusual for us this year. Hospital visits and stuff. And then I'm going to just glue on the top layer of the sentiment. I'm just going to glue that onto the background. All I did for this was I used this little set called Sweet Moments, which was £1 as well. From it's by Dovecraft, and it was from Everycraft's £1. And I just used the stamp and cut around the stamp to get the right shape, and then used the die just to make the background for that. And I used the Happy Birthday from there as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use dimensionals. Put dimensional on each end. This is such a simple and, like I say, retro card. But there seems to be a bit of movement back towards these type of cards. You know, the florals and the tea themed cards. I'm about to be in the middle. Just don't want it to slip, that's all. I don't know if you can hear that little noise. It's my puppies. Well, my dog's puppies. They're growing so fast. They were born, well, when you're watching this, they'll be a month old. And they're growing so fast. They've just started barking, and we're gonna start weaning them this week as well. Yeah, so, oops, not very good, was it? Yeah, they're doing little yappings, and they're letting us cuddle them without screaming now. They were having a bit of a, when we were handling them, they were getting a bit frightened and they'd scream out a bit, but now they're not. They're just enjoying cuddles, and oh, they're just so cute. We're still not handling them a lot because, one, we don't want to get attached to them, but we want to socialise them to humans. But we don't want to get attached to them because we're not keeping them, and two, because their mum's very territorial still. They're only 3 weeks old, so she's still very much protective of them, and we don't want to upset her, even though obviously she's our pet. We're not breeders. So she does trust us, but even so, instinct kicks in, doesn't it? So I'm just going to push that down from the other side, just to make sure it's all nice and firmly stuck down. And there we have it, a cute little, very simple but pretty card. And that's, like I say, using a variety of brands. Something I'm going to be doing more of this year, it's something I have done but I'm going to be doing more of, is using more different brands and using them together as well as individually. So that's a beautiful little card, that, and hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again very soon. Look out for us every month doing our blog hop, but obviously I'm going to be around with everything else as well. Okay, take care, bye bye.